What is the worst thing your horniness made you do? I am_stirb_ted during a state standardized test in school because I was so ho_horny I couldn't focus. Were people other than you able to see under your desk? I should have clarified, I went to the bathroom to do it. I'm not that ho_horny, but I still had to get escorted by a hall monitor to the bathroom to m_stirb_ted. How do you think things would have gone down had you been caught? I really don't know. I might have gotten suspended or something, but then again the person who caught me would have to admit they looked inside the stall to report me. Then you'd be known as the guy who m_stirb_tes. Everyone would know and you'd probably get a nickname like the Stroker. That would be f_ken. Hilarious to have my legacy be that I m_stirb_ted during a state standardized test. It would have been much more embarrassing if you had accidentally jizzed onto your pants. Then it would go from a rumor to a picture that would haunt you until you graduated. I wasn't h_horny, my b_nair just wouldn't go away. 2 hours with a boner at work. Jerked one out in the porta potty. I'm so happy my old job keeps theirs clean but still wouldn't touch anything in there. When I was a kid, I was showering, and m_stirb_ting with hand soap. I mean the real cheap crap my mom used to buy, Lava or something. It felt good, as I'd never used lube before. So I nutted thinking I had discovered a m_stirb_tie gold mine. Well, that shit has a ton of lye in it, and I spent 5 minutes or so rubbing it into my d_ick. Wasn't until I was in bed an hour or so later, when the chemical burns started to flare, that I realized that I'd made a huge mistake. Took several days of searing pain until it healed. They don't call it lava for no reason. Yes, in fact the reason is because it contains pumice, a volcanic stone. So basically, he sandpapered his d_ick, had s_x with my girlfriend on a boat in the middle of the day. When I looked up there was a park ranger on a jet ski just sitting there like 20 feet away. No idea how long he was there. Edit. For those asking, it was in the middle of the lake. I did not get arrested or ticketed. The ranger didn't even bring it up. I was given a warning for not having a paddle though, which is pretty ridiculous given the size of the boat. Vilp. Just another day. I put a lot of liquid soap in a face towel, rolled it up, placed it in between my bed box and mattress, and started humping it until I ejaculated. Unfortunately, it put a bunch of micro scratches on the head of my p_niche. The very next morning, the head of my p_niche was lined with linear scabs. For the next week or so, my flaccid p_niche was fine, but every b_nair I popped hurt like hell because it would pull and tug on the scab and some would tear. Needless to say, I only tried that one more time before stopping that practice forever. Okay, so this is probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me. So ever since I was 8 or 9 there was this one girl who looked after me. My family was in a tough spot at the time. She would help me with homework, go to parks with me and even go to my basketball games. I met her on my first day at my new school in 3rd grade. She was an 8th grader who happened to be my lunch monitor. We hung out a lot and whenever I got to be alone with her I would always hug her and stuff, so she always saw me as a little kid. Until well, that time we went to a cottage in the summer or my 10th grade. We were there with a couple of her friends. Since she's like 5 years older than me, her friends were around 20 and I happened to be the only teenager there. Well, as you know, I'm no longer a little kid and I've gone through puberty. But I still think she saw me as a little brother or something along those lines, but that all changed when I saw them all in bikinis and got hard. So from the window in the main room, I m_stirb_ted to them, except well, I didn't know that the girl who looked after me for all those years was still in the cabin. I started to see and let out a groan. Suddenly she came out to see what was happening. And there I was boo_tta_ssn_ked with my c_um all over the window. I can't say that this was my proudest fap. Got robbed. Girl in major city at a bar offered me a BJ down the alley after some chatting and flirting. I was young, dumb and drunk, so followed her obviously. You can fill in the rest, I'm sure. Her, okay, give me your wallet. Now. You, okay, but I'm not sure what that has to do with a blow_job. So does the blow_job happen after I give you the wallet? I'm sorry, I've just never done this before. So, I wait here for you then? I'll wait here for you. Time passes. Not bad, but cracks me up. Not me, but my cousin. Sometime in high school he had gotten a girlfriend who was hella DTF. Fairly early on in the relationship, she hits him up with the "oh, my parents aren't home" text. Mid-whoopee, they hear the sound of a car door closing outside. This dude kicks it into overdrive, power thrusting till he can explode all his ball gravy on this poor lady, quickly gathers his clothes, jumps out the window, gets dressed in the backyard, then walks around front to ring the doorbell and introduce himself to her mom. Smooth operator. When I was in school my teacher asked me to get up in front of the class and I told him I'll take the F. Man, dude, I never experienced this and I'm so glad I didn't. However, there was this girl in my sophomore biology class who at the time was really into white denim. She had to have had at least a dozen different pairs. Anyways, one day our teacher looks at her while she's sitting in front of me whispering to one of her friends and tells her, since you find it important to share secrets with X and ignore what I'm talking about, maybe you could come up to the board and share that secret with the class. She just looked up at him and shook her head. He proceeded to explain to her that she needed to come up to the board or else. She asked him if she could explain something to him in confidence. He walked up to where she was sitting, and she began whispering in his ear. MHMMMMMMMMMMMM, MHMMMMMMMMMM, oh. Alright class, I'm going to ask you all politely to close your eyes and turn around. I cheated that, and she had basically bled through the entire crotch of her jeans. Okay everyone, don't look at wow, no way, you weren't the only one who cheated. Willing to bet 95% of the class peeked. Oh, that poor F_ker. When I was in middle school I found my dad's box of P_RN. DVDs, magazines, etc. but the only DVD player in the house happened to be in my parents' bedroom. Me being the H_RN genius I decided I was gonna whack in there before church one Sunday morning. I locked the door and said I was gonna take a shower, and my dad I guess needed something from the bedroom. I was mid-fap and I could hear him jingling the door, but I was like F_CK it's locked, I'm good, and continued. However, he has a room key on the sill above the bedroom door, grabs that and comes in to catch me, bare naked, in his bedroom, before church, watching his P_RN. He lectured me for about 5 minutes on how disgusting it was for me to do that in his bedroom and left. As soon as he was gone I hit play and finished wanking. When I was in middle school I found my dad's box of P_RN. DVDs, magazines, etc. but the only DVD player in the house happened to be in my parents' bedroom. Me being the H_RN genius I decided I was gonna whack in there before church one Sunday morning. I locked the door and said I was gonna take a shower, and my dad I guess needed something from the bedroom. I was mid-fap and I could hear him jingling the door, but I was like F_CK it's locked, I'm good, and continued. However, he has a room key on the sill above the bedroom door, grabs that and comes in to catch me, bare naked, in his bedroom, before church, watching his P_RN. He lectured me for about 5 minutes on how disgusting it was for me to do that in his bedroom and left. As soon as he was gone I hit play and finished wanking. As a teenager, maybe 16, I was skinny dipping alone in the family pool while everyone was gone. Naturally, I opened the sucky thing on the side of the pool for reasons. Unaware that this particular hole had extreme suction, I put not my D_ick but my balls up to the hole and the hole sucked them in. I freaked out immediately and yanked my body away and was in severe pain, lying on the pool deck, for about 15 minutes. Did not go to the hospital and everything is fine now. I have never told anyone this. Edit, I have not received a fertility test since this but definitely considering it now. Either way, gays usually adopt anyway. Smile. Back in like 2010 to 2011 I worked at a bar and one of the bartenders was a pretty eccentric and horny dude and we worked with a lot of female bartenders. We'd oftentimes kid around and some of them were pretty close, innuendos and playful comments pretty often. Anyways, I don't remember the context of this one male bartender telling me this story, but somehow we got into the conversation one very slow night when the first time we each M_stirb_Ted and his story was hilarious. He basically said that when he was about 9 years old he got into the habit of F_ing in his refrigerator door to the point where it was difficult for him to not feel aroused whenever he opened it for years. I remember laughing and asking him, how the hell do you F_ck a fridge? And his explanation was that the cold air during the summer just felt all tingly and he was perma-horny at that age, so he would close the door on his D_fick and thrust. Weird as hell, but it was hysterical to hear that story at the time, especially because English wasn't his first language, and his accent made the delivery of it even funnier. I had been at second base for a while now with this girl I started seeing in college. One night, I had a chance to make it to home base. She said that she was on her period but very H_RN. We decide to try the tub. The water level is only about 3 inches high when she started to straddle me. I didn't know she had a, heavy flow. The bath water was like the tide at Omaha Beach. Lol, why'd you guys do the tub of all places? With water to boot. You just put a towel down on the bed and it's all good. My ex and I used to do this while we were both on ours. So I was in pretty great shape in high school, 15-16ish, can't remember, and I was very flexible. Not having been in a relationship and not wanting to just jerk it again, I figure why not get a BJ? Since I have no volunteers this said night, I just say fine, I'll do it myself. So my twin-sized bed has a head frame on it with some horizontal metal bars and I assume the position to begin the self-suck. Basically, I strip down, lay on my back, and move my legs up by my head and in between the metal bars to hold the position. I have something to watch and I begin to suck. It feels like sucking more than it feels like being sucked. After some intense focus, I finish. Not thinking this through, I decide I need to catch it to keep myself from making a mess. The first spurt goes in my mouth forcing me to gag, hit my head on the frame, and I shut my mouth, and accidentally swallow the first part. The rest of it just facializes me and lands around my eyes blinding me. So now I wipe my face off with a blanket and clean off in shame. 2/10 do not recommend.